Hey, this is Elijah from Rennline, and today we're going to be installing our TR39 PDK-to-Manual shift knob conversion kit. For the first part of the install, we'll need some contact cement, isopropyl alcohol, flush cuts, and some binder clips. The first part of this install is going to be gluing the shift boot to the trim ring. Before we glue, we want to make sure that we align the boot to the trim ring properly. To get the correct orientation, the front of the shift boot is indicated by this stitching down the center. And on the trim ring, this is the back tab, and it's in line with this front notch. Now that we have the orientation correct, we're going to add the binder clips to get everything aligned before we add glue. Now that we have the shift boot aligned with the binder clips, we're going to remove each of the clips and apply glue. Now that we have everything glued, we're just going to let this dry for about 10 to 15 minutes. If there's any excess glue, you can remove it using the isopropyl alcohol. Now that the glue is dried, we can remove the binder clips. We're now going to install the shift knob onto the shift boot. To install this, I'm going to invert the shift boot, and I'm going to make note that the stitching is the front-facing direction when I install everything. So I'm going to invert the boot. Before we install the knob to the boot, wanted to make note that the zip tie sits in this notch right here. So we're going to push the shift knob through, and we're going to zip tie it so that the boot is held in place in this notch. Pushing the shift knob through to the notch. And now I'm going to add a zip tie into the notch. I'm now going to use some flush cuts once it's secured to trim off the excess of the zip tie. We're on to the second part of the install where we're going to remove the PDK knob and the stock shifter, and we're going to replace it with our shifter. Our trim piece is the same as the stock trim piece. So to remove this, there's going to be these 3 tabs. To remove the stock shifter, we're going to go ahead and put the car in neutral so that we can get better access at the trim ring. I'm now just going to pull up to disengage the stock trim ring. To remove the PDK knob, you have to twist the base, this part, counterclockwise, and then we can pull up on the knob to remove it. Now that we have our stock shifter off and our Rennline one, we're going to go ahead and install it. And to do that, we're going to re-invert the boot and loosen these set screws. Now that the set screws are loosened, we can go ahead and install it. Just sliding down so that it engages all the way. Now we can go ahead and tighten our set screws down. At this point, we want to go ahead and verify that the shifter moves through the gears. So we can move the boot out of the way. We're going to want to key the car on and go through each of the gears just to verify that the shifter is engaging. Now that we've verified that the shifter moves through each of the gears, we can go ahead and button this up by installing the trim ring. That's how you install our TR39 PDK-to-Manual shift knob conversion kit. If you like this product and you want to see more, check out Rennline.com.